back at my house in Columbia after many hours in the pouring down rain, which was not fun at all. I left as soon as I left directly from rehab. I got gas and a drink and everything for the road before I left, before I went to rehab. And it stayed cool because it's 32 degrees in my outside right now. It was 2 days ago, it was almost 70, and now it's 32. Because my car, if it goes below 37, has a little alarm that comes on and says, the outside temperature is below 37. When it went off in the middle of a swamp somewhere on the way back here, oh, great, something's wrong with my car. I'm like, oh, no, it's just cold out. And then when I got here, my stepdaughter and the girl from next door were here and left me notes. Look at this. We were in your art room. Ha, ha, ha. Love, Olivia and Bella. We are watching you. Ha, ha, ha. And inks without lids, paints without lids, things dried out. So apparently my husband was not paying attention to them. And they ran amok big time. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that man, and his child caring services leave a lot to be desired. This must have been Monday after I left to go back to the beach, because they were out of school on Monday for President's Day. So today I am working on, and I forgot to put pictures yesterday, it dawned on me, of the Japanese tea gardens and other museums. I put a picture of the bridge. Can you see it? Right there. I have been over that bridge a couple times, but it's super tall. But it's an exact half circle, and there's lots of feng shui meaning behind it, and a lot of that. Today, I am working on Mission Dolores, which is part of the California mission system in San Francisco. And I have two pictures. It's a beautiful mission. Beautiful. Much fancier than the other ones, which I guess the San Francisco one would be. This is it up close. This is it from another angle. No, I believe that's a church of another breed. This is Mission Dolores for sure. And then this is a map. I think there were 13 missions of all the different missions up and down the state of California. And these were right or wrong, most likely actually wrong, were the Catholic priests trying to convert the indigenous people to Catholicism. And then the Spanish, I think I'm saying this right, the Spanish were already Catholic, so they were trying to convince I better not put a picture of Jerusalem in this, kind of mixing up my religions, but I was going to just use it as fodder. Anyhow, that's a sticker. I'm just trying to use up a lot of ephemera. I've got all this gorgeous ephemera. But they were also used as outposts and health spots for healthcare. They had many meanings, and it wasn't until I was much older that I realized that, now I'm not Catholic, that golly, what right did we have to put a certain religion on indigenous people, especially when they had completely other views, because most indigenous people from the United States they worshipped kind of nature in a way, the moon and the sun and you know, that kind of stuff, animals, nature. And their higher powers were along those lines. And, but right or wrong, it's part of California's history, and they are beautiful buildings, mostly. Now, the one in Sonoma was the one I went to the most as a kid, because it was only less than an hour away. Or maybe about an hour. Oh, I hear the mail lady. So, but I do not have my writing done yet, and I won't have it done till tomorrow for you. So you're just going to have to wait until I do tomorrow's video. What is the mail lady doing? Have to wait till tomorrow to hear the story and all of that. And I'm just trying to layer, again, layer. And because this is a book, not a book, a religious page, I'm kind of thinking calm, book text, book, a book. That's where my mind is going. So yes, I just got home, literally. The people at the gym, I call it a gym. It's not a gym. Oh, I just messed everything up. At the rehab center, started some new stretching with me. And told me to do a lot of it while I'm home, because my calf is still so tight, and my toes are still so tight, not allowing me to get full movement. I'm going like this, which is causing me to still limp, walk slower, and catch up. I call it the wedding march. It looks like I'm going down a church aisle for a wedding. And we've been working on that, but it's still incredibly tight. And I keep reminding them, I'm like, now don't forget, I was in terrible shape when this happened. So who knows how, but I remember saying and feeling when I was in my cast that my calf muscle was just tightening and tightening. I could feel it just turning and tightening. And how bad that was going to be. Little did I know how bad it was really going to be. But she took my toes. Now, she's been doing this a little bit, massaging them, like say this was my foot, and she's been massaging them and kind of manipulating them a little bit and doing lots of bending. And I mean, I already do exercises like this, trying to grab a towel, which I cannot do at all yet. I can wrinkle it, but I can't pick it up. And I roll on a roller thing to try to limber up the bottom of my foot. But they did lots of, she popped things and moved things and stretched them and moved them. And I thought I was going to come off the table. Whew. It was very painful. But it's supposed to help me in the long run. I'm waiting for that help to happen. Nah, that's not true. I can move a lot more than I could. I'm just a wuss when it comes to pain. And I keep telling her, like, don't forget, I was not in good shape when this happened. Overweight and old and not exercising is a bad combination when you break your ankle. Preferably, break your ankle when you're in good shape and young. This must not be a sticker. Okay. She said, yes. Now, one of the ladies that works on me is a couple years older than me, and the other one is much younger. But they're both super nice ladies. The guy that owns the place is super nice. He does a lot of the cups. How you can, New Age, it's not New Age, it's ancient Chinese medicine, I think. How you can do the cups, and he does dry needling and acupuncture and all kinds of stuff. But I think he's the only one that does any of that. I know the two girls that work on me don't do that. There is one intern that has been going to school for some of that. She helps him and observes. It's a pretty cool place. So I'm sorry I'm not talking very much about Mission Dolores, but I'm only telling you what I know off the top of my head from growing up and going through history, California history in the 4th grade. And my mother, who loved California history and would tell us, you know, things different. We grew up with it around us a lot. And we used to take people to all these places all the time, visitors and family and friends and whatever. But yes, the missions are cool and historic. Now there's a street, well, many places has this same name. Junipero Cerro, which was one of the priests. I'm not sure if he was in San Francisco. I think he was. No, I think anyhow, I can't remember. I remember going down Junipero Cerro Boulevard, and there's a street down in South San Francisco by the airport called Junipero Cerro, and Daly City, I think, has a Junipero Cerro. So he was one of the priests. Very famous. But it was to change the religion, and that's not, I think I'm going to leave this one out because I don't know what church that is. But it's not Mission Dolores. Now there's a lot of blue in these pictures, and that's kind of jarring me, but I'm going to leave it. And maybe put I could put my story in blue ink. I don't know. I think. Oh yeah, I wanted to put these here. I think this looks kind of cool. With these interlocking circles. And then another circle down here. I wonder if I can get this up. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I separated my paper at the beach and brought half of the painted stuff home and left half of it there. So theoretically, I won't have to bring as much stuff back and forth. I keep trying to whittle that down. It's taken me a year to try to figure out what I don't need and what I do need, and having a couple very sundry things now. Because I need to put these down. Like 2 pairs of good scissors and 2 pairs, you know, glue sticks and rulers and stamp pads and hole punchers and things like that. Oh, you know what? I think I want to do something like that so it's not white paper underneath. And I would like to work back in my Marguerite Miller. Margaret Miller or Marguerite? I've heard a couple people call her Marguerite planner, but there's just not enough time. And I was not very productive at the beach this time. Kind of messed my back up And it was very sore in the car coming home. Wasn't quite sure how I was going to get out of the car, but it turned out to be fine. The Duke of Edinburgh is in the hospital. He's 99. Ay, ay, ay. Said they put him in there out of precaution. Bertie, you may have more news on it than we do. All of our news right now is how bad the weather is everywhere, especially Texas. Texas is in a mell of a hess because their power system is a mess. And now they've had snow, which they're not used to or geared for, and people are freezing, so their power keeps going out. Oh, I like this. Was I even in camera, in focus? I don't know, or in frame. Oh dear, here's a lid. Another lid that got left off of stuff. All right, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do without... Here's some circles. Let's see what we can do without my printed bits. Ooh, here's a pretty butterfly. But I like this piece right here. I keep saying I'm going to punch a hole in hole punch a bunch of my ephemera and create a bunch of Zen circles on the go. But now that I'm back with a regular printer that can work, I don't think Bella's coming here this weekend. At least as of last night, she wasn't. That was another reason to come home, because she wasn't going to go down to the beach. Okay. I really like that one. So, Mission Dolores. We will read you the story and the facts about it tomorrow. Oh, these children. What happened to the good old days when you told a child don't do something and they didn't do it? She has been told so many times to stay out of this room when I'm not here. But alas, her grandfather lets her get away with murder, and she doesn't mind. And Olivia is extremely sneaky because she's been told too. I'm very possessive about my stuff. They had a bunch of my letter blocks in water. Oh, they might recover. I don't know. Okay, enough complaining. Maybe I need to go seek some religion. I need to go talk to a priest. All right, Mission Dolores. Might get another little picture put right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't remember how many more might be north of Sonoma. Sonoma might be the farthest north. That'll be something I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, I need a cover too, don't I?